Hi, my name is Yaiko Black, aka Ms. Muse, and today I will be reviewing RPM's Q2 Gen 4 paddle in the 16mm wide body shape, and I will be comparing it to the RPM Friction Pro Gen 3 16mm shape. If you caught my last video, then you know that I am a petite pickleball player that prefers control paddles over power paddles, and that I also look for a thin grip when I'm purchasing a paddle due to my really small hands that measure about 3.6 inches. In my quest to find the perfect paddle, I watched a lot of videos and I did see James Ignatowicz talk about paddles, and he seems to have a lot of knowledge about it. So when he launched RPM, I bought the Friction Pro hoping that all that knowledge that he had would translate to the paddle, and I found that it actually did. In fact, from day one with the Friction Pro, it was the best paddle that I've ever played with. I've never had a paddle that actually combined both power and control, and my ability to drive, drop, reset, and spin, shape the ball. The dwell time is just amazing with this paddle. In fact, when I'm off balance and I don't think a ball that I'm hitting is going to go in, it goes in. It's like it's magic. It's like the Goldilocks of paddles. It just feels right. I did order the Q2 because I wanted to see what John Q and James Ignatowicz could do when they teamed up to make the perfect Gen 4 paddle. I do have a little experience with the Gen 4 paddles, the carbon true foams, the Boomsticks. I've played with some other Gen 4 paddles, and I just am not a huge fan because of the way they feel. The honeycomb, for me, I'm able to feel the ball more, and I am able to kind of get the feedback that I want, and it even sounds kind of better to me for the Gen 3 paddle. But I did want to see, again, what John Q and James Ignatowicz could do with the Gen 4 paddle. My first impression with the Q2 is that it feels like a better Boomstick, but it is a power paddle. And I found that it had a lot of pop and a lot of power, and I wasn't able to control it as well as I can my Gen 3 paddle. But over time, I was able to actually kind of dial it in, and I started liking it more and more the more I've played with it. It does have a 5.5 inch length handle, which I think most power paddles do have longer handles, but it didn't seem to affect my hand speed at the net, and I played with it unweighted as I prefer lighter paddles as opposed to heavier paddles due to the tennis elbow issues that I have and just being a smaller player. I think that it felt really powerful even as light as it is. Because I am small, I don't really worry too much about core crushing or delaminating the honeycomb paddles. So I think that basically a Gen 4 paddle would be good for any player that is really powerful and seems to kind of go through paddles quickly because they are core crushing them. But for me, that's not a problem. Overall, the Q2 is the best Gen 4 paddle that I've played with, but I'm still going to be a Gen 3 girl for the time being. I found myself running to this paddle when I was playing with this and losing a game, just because it feels like I can just control it better and feel more confident with it. I would recommend the Q2 to anybody that is looking for a lighter, even louder, and less expensive, better Boomstick. And to James Ignatowicz, thank you for making such amazing paddles. If you ever make a V2 in a wide body, hook a sister up. I'll see you next time.